Morning all. Okay, let's have a 15-minute game this morning. So, while we're waiting, usual Tea. Have a look at some title players. Title players are playing Blitz, Shredded. Who is? I've heard this is actually Telos Shredded. That's the rumour I've heard. He is pretty strong at Bullet if it is Telos, and he's winning this. He's won this. Let's play another game. Is that game finished now? I assume it is. Right. Try again. Tea. See who's playing. I think Shredded is relaying now. Got Hash. Or he's going over the game. Right, let's have a look at. Or maybe he's just going over that game, in fact. Or, okay, let's try. Terminals. We've got a game, except it's too big. Window. What have I done to the recording area? That's strange, isn't it? I've sort of mucked up the recording area. It seems okay there. There's game being observed over here. Okay. So can I actually? I just want to sort of extend the bottom bit, if possible. Nope. Alright, I think that's okay there anyway. Let's play Albin counter-gambit. So water 2268. Quite very high for this time control. There's only 7 people above 2300. This F6 anyway. Bishop G4 and Queen D7 slide here. To play Queen D7 and Castle Queenside, bit of a hack attack system. Right, so if I do Castle Queenside, I'm going to be in trouble. That sort of indicates. So A5, just Bishop E7 and Castle Kingside maybe. Change your plan. E3. Right, if I play for Bishop C5, just to reinforce D4. So bishop b2, bishop c5, g4. I wonder if I can still just castle queenside here. Which makes b4 still dangerous. So if I castle kingside, that's preferable. Got the rook already. Potentially dangerous. Oh, you'll bring in the rook. Maybe knight e4 or something on the cards. It looks comfortable enough here. Okay, so if I just sack on g4, knight, it's only a knight, queen g4, this looks good, sort of thing I'd routinely do on bullet, whatever. Then, you know, bishop d4, queen f4. I think I'm just going to sack the knight. So immediate threats. What about just rook swing to g6? Rook e6 to g6? If knight h2, maybe queen e2 is worth considering. Then taking d3 and f2 will be under fire. So rook e6 to g6. We'll use the f rook. The f rook might be useful for f2. So actually using this rook, it's not really doing that much, this one, but this one's on f2 for this bishop. So I think rook e6 to g6 to help decide which one. There's no other entry point rather than e6, there's no other. So rook e6 to g6. Now if knight h2 there, queen set time, queen g2, rook g6. Doesn't quite work. d3. Queen f3. Just looking at some forcing moves for tactical insights now. d3 and bishop f2. d3 supports queen g3. Well, for the moment, rook e6 just brings in more, doesn't it? So I think if knight h2, queen h2, queen h4, knight f3. I think I'll just take it from there. We'll just queen f4. Maybe just queen f4 and bishop d6 or d3. I'm getting rook g6. It looks extremely pleasant at the moment. Maybe I'm being completely optimistic here, but it looks like you know, a very dangerous situation for white. If rook g6, knight g3, fine, but d3 and then queen g3 is threatened. So I think I'm going to do the simple stuff nevertheless. So d3, e3, there's rook f3 there. Yeah, so d3, no knight move, queen takes g3. There's no queen g6, queen g6. ed, there's rook takes f3. I think d3. Can't see anything wrong with d3. d3 I think it is. Let's bring the bishop onto the attack, pinning the knight. e3. Does that really give white much of a chance? e3. e3. So this rook was handy on the f file anyway, keeping the rook there. Just for f3 here. So knight h2, queen g3, e3, it looks like rook takes f3. But will I just lose the knight or something? No, the knight's going to be pinned to the king. Bishop f3, queen f3, queen f3, bishop a3. And then there's d2 at the end of that as well. So rook f3 takes, you know, I've got d2 there. The knight's pinned. I think this is looking, you know, exceptionally good. But you know, king h2, bishop f2. I think just rook f3 here. Surely. And there's rook h6 as an immediate threat as well. There's d2, I think that's the main one. But maybe, you know, rook h6 is worth thinking about for a mating net. But then this knight. So, if I win an exchange there, okay, stop that. Right, h5, king h2, h4. That makes knight f5, rook g2 look very tempting. Or just bishop d6 there. Bishop d6 and then h4 is a threat. King f1, h4. Knight moves somewhere. h3. So I think h5 is dangerous now. More dangerous than rook h6, I think. It's got that covered. Now if h5, king h2, bishop d6, what about e4? h4? No, I think I'm going to go for that. Next wave of attack with the pawn. Mind you, I suppose there's king h3. Bishop 8, king h2, bishop d6. It's king h3 there. So what about just h4, knight f5? It stops bishop d6, unfortunately. Maybe he's got a game there. But that looks very silly to have a king on h3 there. So king h2, bishop d6, king h3. Interesting. So his parry d2 is not going to get that pawn immediately. Okay. So, what's the situation here? Material. Rook, 2 bishops and knight against rook, knight, bishop. So 2 rooks, knight and bishop. So I'm the exchange down, but it's for a few pawns, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a pawn. His king's still in trouble, I think. But we're saying king h2, bishop d6. There's king h3. Now I could elect to play h4 here. Then there's knight f5, rook g2, or just play bishop d6. Then maybe h4. I don't think you'll be able to take that. So I think bishop d6, because actually there might be bishop g2 there. Surely pointing the bishop at the king here, because the bishop's not doing anything anyway on this diagonal, so that can't be such a bad decision. I hope bishop d6, because it's not. It's threatening h4. In fact, king h3, h4 might be strong anyway. Just king h3 though. What do I do about king h3? h4. So let's just imagine king takes h4, check. King g5. Was there a simpler bishop g3? No, I don't think so. The king's really going to crawl out here. Can I bring this piece in if needed? Knight e7 to f5. So h4 takes. What about just knight e7 to play knight f5? This knight's guarding things. Maybe bishop takes there and knight f5. So I've got these three guys against the king. This one's not involved in the attack. This one might be involved in the attack. You can't really defend with these guys at the moment that easily. Rook g1, h4. So king h3 looks as though that's the prime kind of defensive move. King h3. King h3. What to do about king h3? Let's lure the king out again. h4 takes. What about rook g4 check there? King moves there. Then there's nothing. Or rook g6, doesn't that threaten rook h6 at the very least? So king h4 there. Alright, let's say check king g5. So the king's on g5 here. There might be bishop takes g3 takes, rook h5, and there's king f4 there. These bishops are working very well together, so losing one would be a pain. They're working well on the light on dark squares here for the attack. Something to bear in mind in these variations. Oh dear. I think h4 anyway, just to bring the king out. And see how it goes. But bearing in mind these bishops are kind of handy. What about just bishop g2 to stop the king from going back? Well, no, I don't need that. I think king takes rook h6, king g5. What about bringing this knight in, knight d8, to threaten knight f7? So say knight f5, knight f7. That's almost like mating, isn't it? King, I suppose, goes to well, he's getting short of time here anyway. I have fluffed up attacks in over the board sometimes, occasionally. That looks like bishop g2 to bring the king out and stop the king coming back. Bishop g2 could be handy. King takes h4. King takes h4. What about just bishop e7? King h5. What about king h7 there for rook g5? I think giving up the h pawn for bishop g2. King takes h4. Bishop e7, bringing the king up to h5. King h7. Say knight g3. I think just rook g5 there. So bishop g2, king takes h4, bishop e7, king comes up the board, king h7. I think that looks too good to pass up. Is it worth actually checking out other stuff? Also the knight move, bishop g7, bishop g2, king h4, knight e7. I'm making it available for f4. Well, just knight e7. He's got e4. So knight, if he wanted to stop knight f5s, he can stop knight f5s. So let's go through this again. Bishop g2, king takes. Bishop e7. In fact, there's only like one move there, isn't there? King h5. There's, what about rook g5 there? Ah, that must be good. Bishop e7, bringing the king up. So I don't want to lose the rook, clearly. Rook g5. Or king h7. I think king h7 keeps some options open. Actually, bishop f3 mate is a threat after king h7. I think that's good enough reason. Yeah. Avoid losing the rook, embarrassing. So bishop f3, and the bishops are working beautifully together anyway. That's a key goal for the attack. So he stopped bishop f3. Can I renew a mate threat with bishop h3 for rook h6? How does he get out of that? I stopped the king escaping to g4 here. If I play bishop h3, bishop g7, only move. There's bishop g4 mate as well. Don't even need to take. So there's a threat of rook h6. So knight e4, bishop g4. I think bishop h3. Two threats, bishop g4 and rook h6. Looks pretty convincing. Bishop h3. Sort of creating a mating net. Two bishops, keeping the king out of squares. This guy, if I do beat him, it's not counting chickens, but he is high up on the tree. Because there's only 7 people on the 15-minute auto pairing above 2300, and I think bishop g4 is mate here. No need to check that too much. That's mates. Let's go. So Albin counter-gambit against one of the highest people on the. I thought b3 was encouraging. When I saw that, I think I was a bit encouraged already. The knight sack just seems. I wouldn't think twice in a war zone. 2 minute, and here it's exchange down, but a very persistent, dangerous attack. The king can't be that safe coming up the board. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.